The Celtic Forever podcast is a zero advert and zero profit channel. The channel also includes Celtic highlights and player interviews, so join the uninterrupted fun and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.
Hello again, everybody. Warm welcome to the Celtic Forever podcast. I am Xander. I've got John here to go through everything that happened on Thursday night. We'll also do the preview of the Hearts game on Sunday as well. So we'll do a 2-in-1 if you like. Let's bring in John. How are you?
Good night last night. Good results, nice, favourable results all around.
Yeah, very favourable results, and no much credit, by the way, with the Scottish press for Celtic. No much credit at all, but we did fly the flag for Scotland last night, John, with a 2-1 win against Sturm Graz. A brilliant result, gets us 3 points on the board. That's us up to 4 points, but it does come at a cost, John. It does come at a cost with the injuries, or the injury concerns, if you like, from Thursday night. We had Alistair Johnson with the same injury. He's going to be out for a wee while by the looks of things, and Big Iheanacho, he's also picked up a hamstring injury as well, John, so it looks as though we're going to have both these guys out. It's been confirmed that Cameron Carter-Vickers could be out for up to 5 months with an Achilles injury following Celtic's win over Sturm Graz. Now, if that's true, and I don't know if it is true, that is a sickening bit of news, John.
That's the worst news you could have, innit? And it just gets worse and worse. I can't believe that, but look, we've got defenders there that can step in, and Big Trusty, he was playing well before he got injured. Looks like he might have to step in, or will we go with the inexperienced Dane Murray? Oh, it's a nightmare, isn't it?
I've just because obviously he's just done the press conference, John, as we are speaking, so that's the news, John. I'm going to quickly run through what you said. Cameron Carter-Vickers, Achilles tendon injury, out for 3 to 5 months. Unbelievable. Iheanacho, hamstring injury, he's definitely out. Alistair Johnson, hamstring aggravation, he'll be out, and Dazimida is also confirmed as out of this one, John.
That's all top players.
Yeah.
Oh, that Hearts mob will be rubbing their hands right now. They'll be loving it.
Yeah, there you go. So that's it, John. That's the news anyways. Not great news. 3 to 5 months. I mean, when he walked off, I thought he had a bit of cramp. A bit of cramp. So it looks as though it's going to be Scales and Dane Murray at the back, unless Trusty is fit enough, then maybe he can throw in Trusty. Yeah, that's a bit of a shocker, John, that he is out long term. In fact, it looks as though he could actually miss most of the rest of the season, John, with that one. So there you go. An absolute brilliant game on Sunday. It's going to be a brilliant game on Sunday, but I don't think we're as prepared as we want to be for this one, are we, with all these players dropping like flies, to be honest with you. But let's get into it then, John. Let's get into it, because we've got quite a wee bit to get through. I'll start with the competition for the Hearts game. Competition for that. Get your guess in for the correct score. One guess each into the comments. 3 points on the board if you get it right. Everybody that's entered the competition, whoever's top at the end of the season, wins a fantastic prize. And talking about the competition, last night, John, we had a few correct entries in the competition. We had Collins, who got it right, who joins Roseanne on 9 points, so he's up joint top. Well done, Collins. We had myself, John. I got it right as well, believe it or not. I got it right, so 3 points for me. 3 points on the board for me at long last, John. That's been a long wait for me, considering last season we had quite a lot of correct scores right. But finally on the board for me, John.
Well done. It's unpredictable this season. That's the problem, isn't it? Very unpredictable Celtic. So Look, I've only got 6 points, so you know what I mean. I won the competition last season.
Yeah,
between us.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, John. And we'll go with between us as well later on. The one between us, we'll do that later. But anyway, John, we'll quickly run through this because we've got a lot to get through. So I got it right anyway. As I say, Collins is up to 9 points. Martin Nichol, he's up to 6 points. He got it right also. And James Doran, he got it right also, John. So that was 4. Got it right, considering we've not had any right in about 4 weeks. So that's absolutely superb. Well done, everybody. Commiserations to everybody else that got it wrong, because there was a lot of, nobody knows what to pick just now. It's very difficult. It really is. And as I said, we'll do our competition a wee bit later, John. We'll do ours a wee bit later. The 1-on-1 correct score competition. Okay, let's get into it then, John. We'll start with the news, John. There's not much really happening as regards to news. Just last night, John, a wee step in the right direction last night. We beating Sturmgratz. I don't think Sturmgratz were anything special, but they did score a wonderful goal, and they did attack us, John. They were caught offside 7 times in this game, so their intent was there to win that game clearly, and they took the lead also, John. So it's just a wee step in the right direction. That's the way I look at it.
Aye. Did James get this right score? Right enough. Aye. I didn't notice James getting the right score. I noticed Martin Nichol and who else was it? Yourself. Martin Nichol, Collins and yourself. But I didn't notice James's. I didn't see it. But there you go.
Yeah, his guess was away hidden, and his guess was actually in a reply to a comment, John. So it's quite hard to find day ones, because normally we just skim over the actual comments and we don't really look at the replies. Some comments have got 6 and 7 replies. So his guess was hidden in there. Yeah, he got it bang on. Well done, James.
Oh, well done, James. That's James on 6 points as well then.
Yeah, James is on 6, John. Yeah. So a wee change at the top of the table there. Well, not a change at the top, but a wee change in the table. Roseanne's still sitting top, so well done to her. Yeah, John, step in the right direction, I think. But we need to take that win and that confidence going into Tynecastle on Sunday.
Absolutely. Easier said than done. The team, not much rest going into Sunday, remember, only a couple of days rest. Hearts will have thoroughly prepared for this game. They'll be reading every comment and every post. McKinnon's will be drilling into them. This is going to be a tough game, but we'll talk about that later. Sturmgratz, like you says, they were out to win it last night. I didn't think they were that great. It's either they weren't that great or Celtic were brilliant. It's hard to tell right now, isn't it? But I didn't really think they were that great a team. I think Celtic could have scored a barrel load last night had the shooting boots been on the right feet.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the chances we missed, some of them were unbelievable. I didn't watch the entire game, John. I did see the bulk of it, to be honest with you. I did see most of it, but there was bits that I missed. But, we'll get into the chances soon enough, John. Let's continue with these wee bits of news. There's not really much as regards to news, John. We're still waiting on the outcome of this meeting between Brendan and the board for his contract situation. Still no update on that. Still no update on Dai's immediate injury. And there's no update on Carter Vickers as well, John, because he limped off on Thursday night as well, John. So if we've got all these players missing for Tynecastle, it's going to be a tough one. It really is. But no, let's get into the game then, John. Let's get into last night's game right away. And we'll start with their goal, John, because it was an absolute peach. Horvat scoring the goal. We spoke about him in the preview. Horvat, he scored against Rangers. He's now scored against us. What a goal it is, John. About 28 yards out, maybe 30 yards out in the 15th minute. Unstoppable. I don't think the goalkeeper could have done anything about that. But the midfield could have closed him down, I thought, John. He had the freedom of the park there in the midfield to hit that shot. And it's the exact same goal that we conceded the last game in the Europa League, John. It was the exact same goal against Braga, very similar distance. No midfield shutting them down. So obviously they'd clearly done their homework on us.
Aye, it was a nice goal, that. Really nice goal. Celebrations a wee bit over exuberant yet again at Celtic Park.
Aye, that's it's as if the game was won. And fair play to their supporters, by the way. I thought their supporters were brilliant. What an atmosphere they brought to the stadium, to be honest with you. And the Celtic supporters also, John, they were absolutely tremendous on Thursday night. That was good to see. I don't think there was any protest that I saw anyway, John. Didn't see any. But the fans were just brilliant. Yeah, it's especially with that first half performance, John. I thought the first half were very lacklustre again. It took us a full 45 minutes to get into full swing. Second half, it was a different team that came out that tunnel, John, to be honest with you. But out they came, and Scales, John. Scales gets the equaliser. It takes the defender to get the equaliser, unfortunately, with all those attacking players in the park. And then Big Nigel on the 85th minute with the winner. And he missed some amount of chances as well, John, in the game. But no, John, 2-1. It could have been 8-1. It could have been 8-3. It's one of the games where I think both teams didn't have their shooting boots on because they had chances as well. But the chances Celtic missed, John, especially young Kenny. I know he's just a young guy, and I thought he actually played quite well in the game. But, you know, if you want to make it a Celtic, John, you want to at least try and score one or two of these chances that he had.
Aye. He had a couple of, you could call them clear-cut chances, actually.
Yeah.
And he never did too well with them. But like you says, apart from that, I thought he played fantastic. Johnny Kenny winning the ball all the time off the defence. He was really good. Just shoes in the wrong feet. It's as simple as that. You've got to get your shooting boots on when you play for Celtic. He's got to do better than that. Like I say, I think Celtic could have had maybe 5 or 6 goals last night had the strikers been on form, because Nygren missed a load of chances, Johnny Kenny missed a load of chances. And I think Stormgratz, for their goal, Callum McGregor could have shut the boy down that made the pass to the boy that scored. And big gaps when they hit the post as well. Defence was rocky last night. I thought, you know the chance I'm talking about, they hit the post.
Yeah.
There was a big gap down our right hand side. For anybody to run, honestly, defending at that point last night was absolutely brutal. But we've still got to do better in all departments.
Yeah, Alistair coming off so early, John, that affected the defence, I think. You're trying to get that defence settled, and Alistair comes off early in that one. It was sickening to see that, John, actually. Alistair having to come off like that. But, you know, young Donovan came on, done a brilliant job, I suppose. But as regards to Kenny, John, he will come good. He will come good. As soon as he starts scoring the goals, his confidence will grow and grow. But at the moment, John, we have no other option. It's got to be Johnny Kenny.
Well, this is Johnny Kenny or Iheanacho, who's the invisible man right now.
Shin Yamada, yeah.
Shin Yamada, sorry. Don't see the players, like I forget what one's what.
Yeah.
But Shin Yamada, missing. Where is he? Signed this boy as a striker, no been seen. The mind is boggled.
We've got to call him back, John. We've got to call him back for Tynecastle. He's got to be on that bench at least for Tynecastle. And I think he's decent as well. I don't get it. There must have been a fallout there or something, because he looks very, very pacey. He's like Kyogo with his shutting down, John. He shuts down very quickly. Yeah, he missed one clear chance in his very first game for Celtic, John, but you can't punish him for that if that's indeed what's happening here. Either that, he's picked up a knock that we just don't know about, John. I'm not too sure. But if he's fit, get him on that bench on Sunday. But we'll stick with this game for now, John. Stormgratz. Chukwueze, red card in the 7th minute, John. Didn't see it, but did you think it?
That's just a late tackle, isn't it? I don't know what Callum McGregor, he's obviously just trying to clear the ball right up the park, get it out of the way. But the boy comes falling through. I mean, Callum McGregor thumped that boy, absolutely rattled it for his own half, as if he was just kicking it anywhere. But the boy came falling right through. His foot was high on Calmac's shin. Straight red all day, Xander.
Right, fair enough, John. Didn't see it. Didn't see that at that point. But it was at that point we were 2-1 up, were we not, at that point before the red card? So it was a case of holding on the last, whatever it was, John, 15 minutes, whatever, with their 10 men. So it made it that wee bit easier, I suppose. But they were still attacking, John, even with the 10 men. So it was a brilliant win for Celtic last night, especially after everything else that happened. You just knew the press were waiting, and Celtic dropping points or losing that one. They just knew that they were choking to lambast the Scottish teams in Europe, John. And that would have made it a hat-trick with Aberdeen losing, Rangers losing, and then Celtic losing the game at one point. And you just knew the press were waiting on that one.
Of course they were. I mean, Aberdeen got absolutely scalped last night, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was a poor result for them. But with Celtic flying the flag right now, where we won, Rangers sitting at the bottom of the Europa League group, right at the very bottom there, propping all those teams up, doing well.
Doing well, yeah. As they do, they're good at propping up tables, John. That's it. But no, that was. It made it a wee bit easier with that red card. I thought it was. It made it a wee bit more comfortable, if you like, because 11 against 11 in the last 15, 20 minutes, you know what's going to happen. They're just going to keep pumping that ball into the box, aren't they? Anyway, we held on, John. We did get the 2 goals by Scalesy in the middle of the second half, and then Nygren 3 minutes later to, their defence looked quite shaky, I thought, John, because Celtic were given a lot of opportunities in that game. And Nygren, John, his headers, he has to work on his headers. I know he scored with a header, but there was 2 or 3 headers that, I didn't get it. I just didn't get what he was trying to do there. Nobody near him, and hits his head and it goes like 10 yards wide, stuff like that, John. So I don't know if maybe he just wasn't expecting these headers. I don't know if he wasn't expecting the quality of the crosses to be so good. And well done, by the way, to Kieran Tierney, who threw a few nice balls into the box last night. It's good to see him back to some sort of normality, and Callum as well, so back to some sort of normality as well, John. We'll go through the 1 to 10 individual scorings in a wee minute, John. But Nygren's headers, we could have been 2 or 3 up at that point.
Aye, the law of averages tells you that he's going to put one of them away eventually. But look, he had a great game, Nygren, last night. I thought it was outstanding in the match.
Yeah.
But he stuck his chance away. He got us a goal that won the game. Can't take it away from him, but like you says, you've got to do better. You've that many chances, clear-cut chances as well. Same with Johnny Kenny, and missing the target. So you can clearly see something's happened there with Celtic and in the attacking positions of the park, that they're not hitting the net, and that was evident again last night. It took a defender to get us into the game.
Yeah, it's evident, very evident, John. The striking options are limited at Celtic just now, and that's why he needs to bring in Shin Yamada for Sunday, John. He's got to bring him in. He's no option. There's no other striker on the bench unless Dazamida is back fit again, and we'll find out later on Friday what the injury status is with the players. We'll wait and see, but if he's unfit, he's definitely got to bring back Shin Yamada into the team. Right, some stats, John. I know we're pushed for time today. 66% possession to Celtic and 34% to them. 20 shots to Celtic, to Sturm Grazi's 8. 9 corners to 2 in Celtic's favour. 603 passes for Celtic, John, on Thursday night, and only 212 forward. So we want to see that a wee bit higher, I suppose, that pass forward ratio, John. We want to see that a wee bit higher. All right, John, there's not really much more we can say about it. We got the win. That's all that matters. We take it into Tynecastle on Sunday. That's the most important thing, getting that win and shutting up the Scottish press, which is lovely to see, because you just knew those headlines were already written, John, especially when we were 1-0 down at half time. Individual player rankings then, John, and what we're going to do this week, we get different. Normally we pair it against the BBC's. This week we're going to pair it against the Scotsman's individual Celtic player rankings, John. So you give us the Celtic one and I'll give you the Scotsman's next 2 years, John. Starting with Michael.
I don't know anything about the Scotsman. I've never read it in my life.
It's mainly an online newspaper now, John. You get all your details online off the Scotsman. I was going to do the Record of the Sun, but you know what they think about Celtic, so I stuck with the Scotsman, John. And every player is more or less similar, just 1 or 2 slightly different, John. But on you go, John. We'll start with Schmeichel.
Schmeichel, 6.
Yeah, that's what they gave him as well, John. The Scotsman gave him a 6, yeah.
Right. Carter Vickers, thought the big man was outstanding last night. He had a chance as well. He missed. Carter Vickers, give him a 7. He was all right. Yeah,
he also got a 6, John.
Liam Scales, pushing for man of the match with that performance, I thought, last night. He gets an 8 from me.
Yeah, the Scotsman give him a 7.
Clowns.
Tierney and Donovan.
Young Donovan, I thought, I think he found it hard to get into the game initially, but seemed to work his way into it. Young boy playing in a big game like that. Give him a 7.
Yeah, Scotsman gave him a 6. Now that's something to do with the fact he didn't play the full game, but he was on long enough, wasn't he? But got a 6 anyway. Tierney.
Thought he had a good game last night, Kieran. I thought he played really well. Yeah, 7.5 for Kieran.
Yeah, 7 for the Scotsman as well, John.
They're low balling this.
Yeah, but I said at the start, John, they gave me 2 halves into it. Lacklustre, sort of a first half and then superb in the second half. Maybe that's where they're getting these 6s and 7s from.
Well, I'm no far away from them anyway.
Yeah.
Centre of the park, Cal Mack. I think he could have closed the boy down better leading up to the goal. But apart from that, I thought he had a good game, Callum.
Yeah.
Callum gets a 7 for me.
Yeah, an 8 for the Scotsman. Hatate.
Oh, he was frustrating all night. 6 for him.
Yeah, 7 for the Scotsman. Arnie Engleshoe started this one, John.
Arnie Engels. I don't think Hatate was worth a 7, by the way. He had 1 shot and goal. He was unlucky with that nice bit of skill, but other than that, he really frustrated me all night, and he was frustrating the Celtic fans as well.
Yeah.
Arnie. Better performance from Arnie Engels, I thought. Threw in decent corners and all that stuff. He's good at taking a corner. We've always known that. 6.5.
Yeah, 7. 7 for Arnie, and he did set up that winner with assist with the corner. He has got the little corners, isn't he? Nygren.
Man of the match for me, 8.5.
Yeah, 8 for the Scotsman. And last of all, Tynecastle on the left, John.
Tynecastle on the left. Great skill. Excellent technical ability with Tynecastle. I've got to give him an 8 as well, Xander. I thought he was outstanding.
6, John. He got a 6 for the Scotsman. Didn't quite understand that one myself, but I didn't see the entire game, so I can't really make a comment on it. Right, John, we'll park it there, right? Just a wee quick man of the match. You already gave it. You thought it was, what did you say again?
Nygren,
right, okay. For what I saw, I'll give it to McGregor, John. I'll give it to Callum. I know that he didn't close down his man for the goal, but apart from that, he played well, didn't he? So, all right, John, let's get into this Hearts game on Sunday. This is what we're here for, to talk about the Hearts game. Now, we both said that this is the most important game out of the two, and I still feel it's the same, John. We need to get the 3 points. That's the bottom line. 3 points, a must.
of course it is, aye. It needs to be 3 points. Well, look, we can afford to draw. But if we lose this game, it's going to be very difficult for Celtic to claw it back. So a loss for me is that'll be a right sickener. That'll be a real sickener if we lose that one. 8 points behind. Can Celtic come back from that kind of deficit? I'm sure they can, but it's early in the season still. But that'll give Hearts a lot of confidence if they beat us, Xander. A lot of confidence to go on and probably win all the other games as well. But I mean, they beat Kilmarnock 3-0 the last time they played. So they are on form. They're no beaten this season. Can Celtic do it? That's the big question.
Yeah, we go there with a totally ravished team, John. Ravished with injuries all over the place. But we're hoping that's the kind of, status that gives us the push that we need to win the game, John, because all the guys that are going to go on that part on Sunday, they're going to be trying the hardest. And obviously the players themselves, they don't want to go 8 points behind. And we are the current champions, so we want to make that marker as well, John. All right, Hearts injuries, let's go through. They've got a couple out as well, John. Nieuwenholt is out injured. Borgrinovic is out injured. Aggie is out injured. Pollock is out injured. Frankie Kent is out injured. And Ryan Fulton is also out of this one for them. Braga is their top scorer up with 5, but they have struck a good partnership together, him and Shankland, John. So the defence needs to be on top of their game. The Celtic defence needs to be really on top of their game up against Braga and Lauren Shankland.
Aye, well, let's hope that big Liam Scales and Carter Vickers are okay. No, Liam Scales will be okay, but Big Vickers is a worry, isn't it? We don't know, so it's going to be hard selecting the team because of that. But look, everybody in the park's got to be in their top form to get a result here because they're full of confidence. It's hard going to Tynecastle when you've got a confident Celtic team, let alone one that's lacking in confidence and depleted. So don't underestimate how tough a task this is.
No, it's going to be very tough. And that allocation that Celtic get, I mean, that wee strip of supporters in that wee corner is absolutely pathetic, isn't it? So we've got that up against us as well, John. We've not got many fans in the stadium either. All right, Stephen McLean, he's the referee for this one. Thanks to James Doran, he sent us the ref for this one. Saved me having to look, actually. So Stephen McLean, he is the referee for this one, and Dallas, John, he is on the VAR. So we're up against it there as well.
Oh, that's a nightmare. That's an absolute nightmare scenario, that. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you go to bed having, you wake up from a nightmare from.
Yeah.
And it's reality. Oh, that's an absolute nightmare. Aye, but, you know, Celtic can only look after themselves. They've just got to play their own game and hope they get the result. Don't concentrate on what Hearts are doing. Just keep playing the way you play. Hopefully a bit better, right enough. But
the league form going into this one, John, is, you know, one defeat. We've had one defeat, but it's because of who the defeat was against. Bottom of the league, Dundee. So you've got to take into account that the form going into this game in the league has been okay, John. It's actually been okay. And then we get that loss to Dundee just before we're about to play Hearts, John. So it couldn't have happened at a worse time, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's Tynecastle, John. The players know what they need to do when they go to Tynecastle. They normally put in a great show. And the only time we didn't do it, as you said a couple of weeks ago, John, was when Brendan lost that fantastic unbeaten record, and I think they beat us 3 or 4-0. I can't remember what the actual score was. I think it was 4-0. But John, that's really the only time that they've really hurt us. Let's be honest, John. It's only the time they've really hurt us. Normally we go there, we win, or it's a draw. It's nothing too dramatic. But we certainly don't want to repeat that 4-0. That's for sure.
No. Well, we don't know, because we don't know what kind of state the Celtic players are going to be in going to Tynecastle after a grueling 90 minutes against Sturmgratz. I mean, a couple of days rest. Why do Celtic no push to get these games played another date? Because I think they're playing far too many games right now. They beat with Dundee. A couple of days later, you're playing Sturmgratz. Then a couple of days later, you're away to top of the league, Hearts. I would think these games should be postponed or something like that after these. I mean, 2 days rest isn't enough. Yeah,
John, it's we just need to do it. You know, we've just got to play. I know some of the countries and they play in Europe, they abandon the games before it, etc. John, but no, that's never going to happen in Scotland. I'm afraid that's just something we need to deal with, isn't it? But you know, as regards to the injuries, John, let's have a wee quick look at it then. Let's see who could potentially be out of this one. Big Cameron Carter-Vickers is a doubt. He's not 100% out of this one, right? He's a doubt. And then you've got Iheanacho, John, who is definitely going to be out of this one, I think. Dajimida, I think he's also going to be out of this one, John. Let's be honest, I think he's going to be out of this one. Alistair Johnston, definitely out of this one, 100%. Bernardo, he's back fit. John Trusty, I think he's also back fit, so that gives us a couple of extra options there. But it's all your main players, John, isn't it? Your Carter-Vickers, your Johnstons, your Iheanachos. These are the guys that we need for Tynecastle. Okay. Where do we go from here? I'll quickly run through the Hearts lineup, John, right? I'll quickly run through my predicted lineup for the Hearts. And you can quickly run through the Celtic one, John, but it's going to be very tough picking a team with more than half the team out, to be honest with you. Swallow in goal for Hearts. McEntee, Halkett, Findlay, Kingsley, Milne, Devlin, Beningame, Kyrids, Braga and Shankland. That's my predicted 11 for Hearts, John. So, start with you, buddy. Who do you think's going to be starting for Celtic at Tynecastle on Sunday?
Don't know. Still trying to digest that news. Look, we feared they would boot anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just the shocking amount of time like you've just says, up to 5 months out. That's bad. But anyway, let's have a go at try to pick a team out of what's left. Casper Schmeichel will start. Brendan's not going to drop him, I don't think.
No.
Liam Scales. Pick the easy ones.
Yeah.
Schmeichel, Scales, Dane Murray, Kieran Tierney. And I think he should start with a bit more experience on the other side and give Sriracha a shot there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd go with the more experience, the better, Xander. I don't want to get into that game with Donovan and Dane Murray. Two cracking young players, but inexperience. I want to see experience there. So I want to see Tierney on one side, Sriracha on the other, Dane Murray and Liam Scales. Big Liam will see him all right. He'll talk him through the game.
Yeah.
Centre of the park, Callum McGregor, Rio Hatate and Nygren.
Yeah.
Up front, we've no striker, so it's going to have to be Johnny Kenny. Not Johnny Kenny is a striker, but it's not the striker that we want to see up front right now. We want to see experience, but we haven't got that, so we go with Johnny Kenny with Tynecastle and on the right hand side. James Forrest seems to just have no place in the team right now, does he?
No, he's not getting picked at all, is he? But he might go with him because he likes playing at Tynecastle. James Forrest scores a lot of goals at Tynecastle, so we might actually go with him.
He might. I'm just going to say that anyway, James Forrest. No sure if Arnie Engels might get a shout because he played all right the other night. He might put Nygren on the right or something, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I think he'll do, John. I think it'll be Nygren. Apologies for any interference coming through, but I think it'll be Nygren on the right. I think it'll be Kenny up front with Tynecastle, Rio and Arnie Engels in the middle, John McCallum McGregor, and at the back I think he'll put Kieran Tierney at left centre back, John, move Liam over to the right and put Sriracha at left back and Donovan at right back, just so that's what I think he'll do there. But
he might put Kieran at right back and Sriracha on the left. He might do that because Kieran can play at right back as well.
Yeah, we just hope the big trustees fit, John, and they can step back in again. That's what I'm hoping for anyway, John, to be honest with you. That's what I'm hoping for. Because that is a shock to hear that he's out for 5 months. Good luck to the big man, by the way, big Cameron Carter Vickers. 5 months was this November, March, John. You're talking near the end of the season, so it looks as though his season could be over, actually. All right, John. That's pretty dampening things, eh? It really is. Okay, we'll move on, John. I need a prediction off you, right? But I'll go through some of what the press is thinking the score's going to be, and this might change after that news, to be honest with you. But Sportsmole think it'll be 2-1 to Hearts. Ladbrokes think it'll be 2-1 to Hearts. This is before the injuries, remember. Footballpredictions.com think it'll be 3-1 to Celtic, and Coral think it'll be 1 each, John. So that brings us nicely onto the predictor, John. What are you thinking? Hearts versus Celtic.
It's a very tough one to call, isn't it? And I'm going to go with the same score the first two says, but I'm going to go in favour of Celtic. 2-1 Celtic.
Yeah, do I know something, John? I also think Celtic, that'll push us on to win this game, I think. And it could go totally opposite from that. You know, it's football, anything can happen. But yeah, the defence is the worry for me. 3-1 to Celtic. 3-1. I'll go with a comfortable enough win for Celtic, because I think, you know, the players will still be confident after Sturm Graz, John, so we're going to take that confidence into Tynecastle. But just the news with the injuries, John, just might set us back a wee bit.
It might, and it might not. It gives somebody else a chance. That's all it does. Give somebody else a chance. Big Dane Murray's capable. I like him. But look, we're going to Tynecastle, and I've watched Hearts a couple of times this season. They're not a great side, by the way. They're very lucky. I just don't think they're a great side at all. I don't know why they're sitting at the top of the league, but they're sitting there. And deservedly so. They've won their games to put them up there. But when I watch them playing, I just think, I just don't see any great team there at all. But they could turn up there and turn us over, Xander. It could easily happen. But I'm going to stick with my 2-1 to Celtic because, it's a tough place, but it's Celtic we're talking about, and Hearts might start to feel the pressure when they play the first decent team they have faced this season.
Yeah, that's it. You're full of confidence with what they're saying in the press, things like that, John. But that's only to be expected, I suppose. Right, okay. We'll do the predictor. We'll continue with the predictor just now, John, because time is running out. I know you've got things to do. I've got things to do. The predictor for midweek there, John, I'll start to go through that. I've not checked the results for that yet, but there is one more game tonight. Hearts versus Celtic tonight, Celtic B. So we'll do the results for that on Monday, if you don't mind, buddy. So let's get into the weekend predictor. Dundee United against St Mirren, John.
Dundee United 1-0.
And I'll go 1 each in that one. Falkirk against Dundee.
Falkirk 2, Dundee 1.
2-1, and I'll say 1-2, John. The other way around, 2-1 to Dundee. Livingston against Motherwell.
Oh, tough one that. I'll go for a Livingston win in this one. 1-0 Livingston.
1-0 to Livy. 2-0, John, to Motherwell. They'll be looking to bounce back, I think. Into the Championship. Lenny Watch. Excuse me. Queen's Park against Ayr United.
1 each.
Okay, John. I'll say 2-1 to Ayr United. Ross County against Dunfermline.
2-0 Ross County.
Aye. 2-1 to Ross County. And into Sunday's games, John, we have Aberdeen against Hibs. Aberdeen after a dreadful result in Europe. What was the final score? 6-0, was it? 6-0 against.
Aye.
Yeah, AEK Athens wins it. But they put their way. They're at home to Hibs, John, on Sunday. Couldn't get any tougher for them, really. What do you think, buddy?
Go for a 2-1 to Hibs.
Aye, I think so, John. 2-0 to Hibs. And finally, Rangers against Kilmarnock, who just got demolished by Hearts. Last weekend, 3-0. Kilmarnock, dreadful. Go to Ibrox. What do you think, John?
Oh, it's hard to predict that one, isn't it? Rangers with a new manager and the big roll boy, rolling sausage.
Yeah, he's he's not the best of starts, that boy at Rangers, has he? 3-0 against Minnows. Branflex. Jokes all over the place about the morning Branflex, things like that. Anyway, what do you think, John? Rangers against Kilmarnock at Ibrox. Remember, yet another home game for Rangers at Ibrox, 2 in a row in the league. What do you think, buddy?
Oh, I'm going to go for it. I've got a couple of Rangers results right this season, quite a few, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for 2 each. No, 1 each.
Yeah, I think you'll have them on the training ground out for 3 or 4 days, John, and I think they'll get their 2-1 to Rangers. Right. Right, that wraps up the predictor, John. Good luck with that. I know I got one predictor right as well. That's the only one I know I got right, John. I've not checked any of the rest of them, so I'll add that up and I'll get back to you on that on Monday once I'll add everything up, John. Just not had the time. All right, John, that wraps it up then. That's it. That's us done for the day. I think Celtic should be looking into this free transfer market, John, because we're in a injury crisis just now. I think we should be looking for a free agent centre-half and a free agent striker.
Don't know. But should be looking for somebody sometime soon anyway. Maybe get into the youth system and pluck one of them out there and get them into the team. I really don't know, Xander. I don't know what the answer is right now. But if there's anybody free and available that's half decent, maybe Celtic should have a look at them, because the squad's totally depleted right now, isn't it? Yeah,
it's very, very worrying, to be honest with you. And if we could scrape by Hearts, John, if we could scrape by Hearts, it gives us a wee bit of time to try and get some players back. You know, Dies and Maida, you try and get him back. But it looks as though there's a problem with him as well, didn't it, John? He looks as though he's got a serious problem there. I don't know what that is. You know, that leg injury seems to be worse than what we thought with Dies. And Jota, he's going to be next year. Carter Vickers, he's going to be the end of the season, really. Johnston, he's going to be another month or so. It's just not great, John. It really isn't. It's just as well we've got all our midfielders fit and available, John. Again, Iheanacho, who knows what's going to be happening with him. And we want to try and see Yamada in and around the team, John, that's for sure. All right, John. Okay. That wraps it up for the day. If you want to do a wee quick sum up, John, we'll call it a day.
No, there's no sum up. It's the way the team is totally depleted. It just makes the task at Tynecastle 100 times harder. That's all. That's all I can say, really. Just hope the Celtic players, they're all up for the gig. You know what I mean? 100% from every single Celtic player. We can go there and turn them over. Depleted squad or not. Still get good players at Celtic. Better players than what Hearts have got. So they need to get up to speed, and they need to do it now. They need to get up to speed on Sunday, and they need to go for Hearts. Just go for them from the start with pace and kill them off early. Look, that's my dream. That's all we hope for, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll wait and see, John. We'll wait and see. Even with those injuries, I still think Celtic will win the game. Same as you, John. Same as most Celtic supporters. Good luck to the champions on Sunday anyway. It's going to be a nervy one, I think. It's going to be a nervy, one of the very nervous games. As you said earlier, John, a draw isn't at the end of the world, does it? Especially with all these injuries. So, good luck to the champions. And remember, get your competition guesses in for Hearts as well, folks. Get your guess in. You may want to change that now if you've already put your guess in. That's allowed. You can change it as long as it's before kick-off. Not a problem. One guess each into the comments section to get 3 points onto the correct score league table. Good luck, everybody, with that. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe as well. That would also be appreciated. And we'll catch you on Monday, John.
Catch you Monday, Xander. Hail, hail.
Hail, hail, John. Catch you later.